Who we here with?
Aiden Most.
All right, Aiden, I got a question real quick, bro. Is there like a trend of fashion like you refuse to follow, bro?
A trend in fashion I refuse to follow. I feel like no. I feel like I've worn so many different types of fashion, experienced different things. So
Yeah, you said experience.
I think fashion has no rules.
Yeah, you said experience a few different things, bro. Talk about your fit you got on right now, bro. You kind of got like
that boy got the gloves,
the chain, the pants. Explain the fit, bro. What you got on right now, bro?
Chain.
Bro, the pocket chain. You don't even know you got the pocket chain.
He just be having it.
I got on.
What's on the feet? Oh, all right.
Okay.
I forgot to lace them today. I don't know.
That's just how you feeling. That's just how you feeling.
You know, I don't know. I got these gloves from Profit Minded.
Bro, I got a question.
Shout out my guy.
Why you got them on? What you finna go do?
Gloves? Bro,
you got leather gloves on right now. You on the podcast, bro. What you got going on?
And he just ripped the whole blade. The motherfucker still spinning.
Blade rolling.
It's still spinning.
Still spinning in one spot.
Hold on.
Just,
so like, my question to you is like, you really live your like lifestyle of your brand, like you really younger self, like to the youth. You really provide that, like you live your younger self while you can. Is that something you push to the kids, to like people our age?
Yeah, like what's like some advice you can give for younger people trying to like chase it, grow, like through all the adversity you had to face and stuff, like someone growing up like us and all that, trying to start a clothing brand. You know, we look at you like, you know, you did, like you said, last year you had 5K, 2024, in November you got 24K.
Mm-hmm.
So like through everything you went through, how did you hold it all together? And like what's some advice that you can give like some young people trying to chase the same thing you did?
I'd say my advice would be the same advice I had for you to start this podcast. I feel like it starts with not caring what people think. I'd say that's like the easiest way. It helped me because I used to be a kid that really cared what people think. I used to be a perfectionist. I used to be in my head a lot. Even last year, I'm not perfect. I'm still human. So I have instances where everything's not going good. But those are the instances that create character. And I feel like with my brand, Embracing Inner Child, I feel like as much as I may act like sometimes I have grown up. I may be taking life too seriously sometimes, and I feel like my brand also reminds me the same way I want to remind other people and push my purpose and push my message to the youth. I feel like it also does the same thing for me. So yes, I know I'm not perfect. I am human at the end of the day, but the message that I have for other people is a message that I also would like to remember myself. That's why it's my brand. So I also try to live it. Y'all can see I know how to get attention on social media. I know how to do certain things some ways, but I mean, I really do enjoy Beyblade, so that's why I did bring it. These gloves are just, I told the security guard before, it's a facade. He asked me if I was really gonna come in there and hurt somebody. I was like, bro, it's just a facade. My mom said these are murder gloves, bro. No, my boy Prophet just made some good gloves.
So I have another question. How do you not let the hype get over your head? Like you have 20K on your brand page, and you was like, once you hit that 10K, what was going through your head? Like, damn, like I'm actually going somewhere.
Yeah, like how do you manage that, like as a young 20-year-old and all that? Because that is like low key a lot, like, you know, and it's just you and all that. And like, well, also your life, with also your brand, with your personal life. How do you manage like all that, like you said?
I say personally, I say it goes back to my roots. So, in my roots, I was a shy kid, so I feel like obviously that spike when you do have a lot of attention, like I say, it did feel odd. I'm not gonna say it wasn't weird. Fame and popularity, like it will always impact a person. I know as much as people try to say it won't impact you, like money within itself is valuable. It's meant to be like used as a tool. So if you have more use of that tool, it's inevitable that it will change you, and people can perceive that as they want. But I'm just living my life and learning as I go. So I'm pretty much just like you, bro. The same experiences that you have that you can't explain and that you can't describe, and it's just externals, because at the end of the day, we're dealing with a life that has a lot of externals, uncontrollable. So I think it's those things that we got to keep those in mind, that the externals we can't always control. So I feel like dealing with growing my brand, I just try to keep the main thing. So like throughout the waves. So obviously I try to think of it as if I'm on a boat. Okay, I'm on this boat. There's going to be currents. I've heard this before, that there's going to be currents on the boat, and sometimes there might be storms, but you just got to keep on floating.
Exactly.
So that's what I try to do.
And that's like low key what makes you like a better person and stuff, like keeps on going. Because if you quit, it's like you just going to look back at it like, no, I quit here, but like it's not going to build you up. It's just going to make you weaker as a person. So like the more I feel like you grow and like that's like how you become better as a person and stuff. But
I
enough
agree.
of all that, brother. 2025 approaching. Do we got any upcoming special drops? You got anything planned? Give us some sauce, man, if you don't mind.
I wish I was wearing it today. I was gonna wear the thermal pants today too, but the thermal.
Wait, which ones?
sweatsuits-
Which ones, if you
The
don't
thermal
mind?
sweatsuits
Which
with the
one?
handprint.
Oh, wait, which
Yeah,
one?
that's
One or
coming
two?
soon,
The
man.
original
Those are
ones
the-
or the different ones you showed me?
I think the sweatsuits.
I know,
the
but
black
like you
sweatsuits?
showed me two colors.
The gray ones.
Ah,
the,
you
no,
saw-
no, 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 no. The gray ones won't be coming yet. The black ones.
Okay.
Should I say it?
I mean,
Go
already seen
ahead,
it.
bro.
I mean, like
It's
people
on
think
you.
I'm gatekeeping them. People really think I'm gatekeeping them, but I think they will be coming soon. Maybe this month. We'll see how things go.
Ooh-wee. So
I know a lot of people like those and want those, just how different they are.
I'm already knowing. So
Yeah.
this year itself, give me like, what was your top 5? What was your top 5 from order? All your drops. Which one was the best one you think, like from 5 to 1?
I feel like best is very subjective because best means you have different motives.
Okay, so you like all
What do you
your
think
drops.
Okay, I got a better
no,
question.
I do have my personal opinion. Like best, what do you mean exactly?
Okay, best. Instead of 5, give me 3. What was your top 3? Top 3.
Top 3 drops
Yes.
in 2024.
Yeah.
This is weird. How many drops have I even had in 24? This is like a question that I haven't even like thought of, but this is a good question. It's like a Narwhal type
I'm
question.
telling you, bro.
It's like I feel like I'm on Narwhal. Man, I feel like, okay, you say best. I feel automatically I don't want to grow up like / social media is not real life
Mhm.
crop tees, just because those simply like those are the designs that changed my life. I did kind of start a trend with those, I feel like, and it was different, but at the end of the day, it went with my brand. It went with everything perfect. So I'll say that number 1. 2, I'll throw a little curveball. It's actually the drop I had in March of 2024. It was a Apache Alchemist tee. If you go deep on my Instagram, you can still see it. But that drop, it's like a very meaningful drop to me. And it actually didn't even reach like the MOQ, which is like the minimum order quantity. I wasn't even able to like mass produce it, like because it was a pre-order and it failed. So I like a few months ago, I had a drop that failed. Like I just didn't sell as many as I needed to start, which was only 30. I didn't even sell 30 of one color. But I remember just kind of knowing the drop wasn't gonna do good, knowing that my head wasn't in the right place with my brand. I knew that it was kind of just like a Hail Mary because I didn't know what was going on. But I'll say finally
3rd, man. What's the 3rd?
third. I mean, if it's not the sweatsuits that I know are about to drop, which I would like very much, I think product wise it would have to. Damn, I've had a lot of products. And you know me as like the designer, I have like my own personal reasons. Shit. The Stay True sweatpants most likely. I feel like that kind
Yeah,
of
okay.
and I feel like that's a fan favorite as well too. Like they have been sold out, but the Stay True sweatpants. You know what I'm talking about with the 702? Because that also embraces
yeah.
where I'm from, the area code of it, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Those.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's my top 3.
For sure.
Well, has it like been a time like that you had a drop, you know, like once you had a drop, it didn't do like the numbers you expected. Like you was really expecting it to do really high. Like
Mhm.
what did you do at that moment? How did you overcome that? Like you was like, no, what, this the shirt right here. Like I know this is gonna sell out, and like it just did not do the numbers you was expecting.
I don't. This is actually a deep. It can become deep just because, bro. The first thing you think about, I cried. I remember I'm not just a crybaby. I don't be crying often, but like, I was really by myself, and it was at like a vulnerable time of my life. It was actually like recently in September. It was after like I crashed the Hellcat. It was after like that's just like the main thing that everybody know, but behind closed doors there's obviously a lot going on. I was just overwhelmed mainly. Bro, you got it on, bro. This warehouse, bro, it's not like the correct ink, and obviously it fades over time, which is like is unfortunate. But yeah, I was going through a lot. I thought the job was gonna do better. I put a lot of time marketing it, a lot of money marketing it, and it simply didn't do well because I hurt like the relationship with my retaining customers, which I feel like I've been trying more to fix. Just because like even though there was externals, like this was a storm of my life. So the way I overcame it, bro, was just working harder. So I kind of took it upon myself to carry more load, which meant like I had to sacrifice, put simply.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm not perfect, so I didn't always cope in the best ways. But yeah, I feel like my best way of overcoming that and even having like a successful, in my opinion, like a good, decent Black Friday weekend recently which all glory to God. I feel like it's really the moments of staying down, like, and how you carry yourself throughout the ways determines how the next one will be. So the next time I know if I'm down, I know I could bring myself back up, and vice versa when I'm up, I could appreciate it.
All right. And I got a question. If there's anything you want to say or like get out there for people to know about you or your brand or anything personally, what would it be?
Everything that my brand resembles. Stay true to yourself, number one. I feel like I'm on a cast snap.
Bro, it's good. Do
you really gotta really, like, I really mean that.
Yes.
Like, everything with my brand is simple. I know a lot of people like overthink it, or they think like, oh, why does it do well? It's so simple. And I know sometimes it could be complicated, it could be different, but it's really just being yourself and not letting the world turn your heart cold. A lot of my brand like symbols, that's really what I live. That's really what I try to push. So I would recommend you to do the same. Make sure you stay true to yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself. And I appreciate y'all having me.
Sure,
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick, bro. You said like this like reminds you of Kai and that stream. It's not even that, bro. You gotta look at it like this, bro. Cause not a lot of people like our age are like, you know, really starting from scratch and all that, really building up a brand. Cause even though like you look at it like, yeah, I got a brand and all that, but like let's be real, not a lot of 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds got a brand with 20K and you that's like built like straight up ground up, you know? Cause like we watch you in like high school and all that from like even your iPad, you know, just keep on drawing like, oh, what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this design? Like, you know, it's been time. So it's like, it's not even about that. It's just like, you've been there. You're not even saying like that because, you know, you got still like a lot of growth to do, but you've been to the place where it's like, all right, I did this, I did that. So it's like, it's not even about that. It's just, what advice could you just give to us? And that's like we said, that's what the channel is about. Just, you know,
showing my perspective.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like not even about that. This is just who you are, you know?
It can be valuable to, I feel like I have valuable information for other people, especially for the youth. That's who I really try to market to the most because they're really going to be the next generation. Not to say I don't care about, you know, like people that are already grown. Like I'm grown myself. I just turned 20, but yeah, man, I think you worded it well, bro.
Now, one thing for the people out there, for all the first time, the people that's like dropping their clothes or having a clothing brand, for their first drop, do you think they should do pre-made or pre-orders? Which one do you think is the better idea for somebody?
My boy Drifty J just asked me this question like when I was pulling up, and my answer will be this. I'll put it simply: it's pre-made, but also pre-on-demand. So it's a spin on your question. I feel like pre-on-demand. That's kind of what I ate off of. Like, was not having no upfront capital costs, because that is a lot of issue for small brands, is that they don't have the capital to, you know, because the blank costs. The blank costs. So if you have a warehouse, which I will be partnering with soon, a warehouse that you could have print on demand for your brand, I feel like that's way better than it's not better than pre-made, but it's on par, because you want pre-made because you have customizations, like you have like specification customizations that you can do to your product, like with cut and sew, that pre-on-demand doesn't offer. Pre-on-demand is definitely good if you're just starting out and you just have like, you know, a graphic t-shirt. It definitely like builds like a cash flow that's good for your business.
That's good. That's good. Now, on your first drop, your very first drop in your brand, man, what was going through your head? Like, did you like, man, I'm gonna fail? Were you nervous? Like, what was all that emotion?
I was just looking at the picture, and I could even pull it up. If I really look, I could look at the picture. Bro, I was at a Chick-fil-A eating a fucking chicken sandwich. Bro, I remember we was at Lifetime, and I was like, shit, I gotta drop.
Oh, that boy was nervous.
No. I had like the photographer. She was a girl from my high school. She was I don't really remember what was going on, but I remember she sent the pictures late, and I had like 20 minutes. I was at Lifetime, which was my old job, so I was hooping. I was like, shoot, I really dropped, and she just now sent the pictures. I was like, boom, 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 try to find the good pictures to post, because it was me modeling, it was my homie Max modeling, and it was this girl that I went to high school also modeling at a park cold as, bro. I was dropping shorts in February, bro. Mesh shorts, cold as hell, modeling my own clothes, trying to drop clothes in February. Like, bro, I don't know why I was dropping shorts, but bro, that's what started my brand, and that's why it means so much to me, is because what's on those Stay True sweatpants is a 702. So I try to rep where I'm from, Vegas. I feel like.
You talking about the photo shoot that happened at Sagemont?
Yeah.
That's how.
Bro, I literally was just dropping at Lifetime. I remember we had got Chick-fil-A after, so I dropped. I don't think I got any orders. I remember who my first customer was, bro. It was, yeah, bro. I remember appreciating him later. It was like at 2:12, I think, on September, 2:12 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
February 17th, something. February 12th, I believe. I remember I like rebranded a little bit and restocked the shorts again in the summer after they had like a good TikTok. Cause I got a TikTok of all my homies. Y'all can see maybe on my TikTok if you scroll down. It was like a TikTok with a few 100,000 views of all my homies wearing my shorts, and I dabbed them up. I remember you were in that video.
Yeah,
I dabbed
literally.
you with next to the lockers and actually ended up doing well. So I was like, man, let me just restock. Cause I remember the beginning, like, it was a little stuff like, oh, bro, what should I design? Like, the whole time those were some Pakistan mesh shorts, but I just kept going. So
that's good, man. I remember you was like in track. You was like, man, what should I do, bro? What should I do? I'm like, bro, just drop. You got some hard shorts.
I'm graduating.
Man, what?
Life, bro. My brand was not.
It wasn't going nowhere. You would say,
bro. It wasn't not that it was going anywhere, but you got to look at it like a baby, bro. It was just now starting. It was just starting at a time of life where there's a big transition. So I feel like that's why like so many young people compare themselves is because, bro, we're going through a transition in life. We're not having like an egg nest necessarily. Like we might be going to college. Like there's so many people are doing different things that you can't compare yourself to what you see on social media. That's why I say social media, everything connects.
All right, I got a question. Since we on that topic, at what point in your career did you see like your clothes like really taking off and like, hold on, I can actually like do something with my clothes? Like, where was that point at in life? Or I feel drop, I'll say. I mean, I feel like we know like the I don't want to grow up tees because obviously that did very well. Had like a lot of people in it, but like, bro, it was from your perspective.
It was from my perspective. It was earlier, and it's what not a lot of people know. Before my I don't want to grow up tees dropped, I had like 7.5K, 8K 7.5K followers before I ended up actually like quit my brand up until that March drop. That's like what I referred to earlier. I quit my brand for months just because of personal reasons. It was before I quit my brand though. Yeah, I remember I gave my Stay True like jacket to Lil Yachty at his concert in Vegas. I think that was like, what was your question again? You said what was a drop?
Yeah, what drop or like at what point in your career did you see like, no, I can really do something with this clothes?
Bro, I believe it was either November 18th or November 26th of 2023, and that's when I dropped the Stay True sweatsuits. It was the flared versions, and I got love on it, and I think I just realized like with like the path I was going on, like this is like at least if it's not something that's the main, it's something that I could be like sprouting into something bigger. So it did like. It did motivate me for sure, but that's actually ironically is when I quit my brand. That was my last drop before the drop that I quit much, just because like manufacturing, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes with owning a clothing brand.
So like you telling me you was at the point where you almost like dropped the clothing brand, quit and all that, and then it was just like that drop that motivates you like, no, let me just keep on pushing.
Man, like,
bro, I actually seen you at CSN. You seen an Aiden that had quit on himself.
Bro, I'm not like that. I remember you had like the little photographer camera and all that. And, like we was chopping it up and stuff, bro. Like I remember. I literally remember, but
I seen you randomly at junior college.
So like what made you not quit though, if you don't mind me asking? Like what drove you to like not quit? You said you was at a point in your life where it was like, hey.
Like really what got me out
was like, no way, I'm not finna stop. Like I came too far, I'm not finna stop.
Like why didn't you just
fuck it?
What was your why?
Bro, it's when I moved to Houston, I was really thinking, I asked myself this because I was given like a time frame of when I could decide whether I could move to Houston with my friends. And it was a specific date. And I remember the time I made that decision, it was actually funny because it was like when life was already spiraling out of control. But I was like, bro, there's like two things that could happen. I could either stay and it gets worse in the same environment, or I could change my environment and take the chance, because at the end of the day, no risk, no reward.
Exactly. There we go.
So I was like, bro, I'm better off taking the risk and like throwing myself out there than staying in the same hole, because like nothing will get better in this hole, but there's a little glimmer of light. And even if it just so happens to not work out, bro, I'll be exactly where I started. But it's kind of ironic how my life took a turn to how everything went up. But then,
yeah, I was gonna say,
bro, bro, it's a story. This is my story.
And also, like growing up, you was a hooper too. You actually hoop. You was actually a hooper, bro. And I want to say, like, who was your favorite player growing up? Like, who did you look up to, or who was a person like, I gotta be like him, or I gotta copy his move?
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Buckets. Okay.
Bro, Jimmy Butler.
Buckets. Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets. And you know he different. So
Yeah.
you see the crazy braids
Bro,
coming
you
in.
feel
You
me?
feel
Bro
me?
had like
Yeah.
the little eyebrow thing.
I'm
in it. Or
telling
what's that
you,
little
his picture-
in
his
his
picture
eye?
just-
Jimmy
crazy.
Butler's just himself, bro. But if you really pay attention to the story, it's crazy. Like
It's
he was
crazy. Yeah, he had a
homeless to
crazy
NBA,
background.
like
Yeah.
JUCO. Like I really felt like when I was hooping at JUCO, like even though I was redshirt, I really felt like, well, obviously I ended up quitting, but
Yeah.
I really felt like inspired by his story, and that's what kept me going for a long time. So shout out Jimmy Butler.
Shout out Jimmy, man.
No, for
Jimmy
real.
Butler, dog. What shoes? What's all right? So as a hooper, what shoes you think was like forever
What
be
was the
like
go-to game
go-to
game day
shoe?
kicks?
Kyrie 4 confettis, bro.
Ooh.
Bro, because that even has a story. Y'all will realize real quick, I'm a man that likes stories. Because the Kyrie 4 confettis, bro,
Bro.
it's really like a deep story. It's like kiddish design,
Mhm.
colors, like one's yellow, one's pink. Bro, a bunch of words on it, but if you look into the shoe, like, and the meaning behind it is because of the confetti of when they lost the championship, and Kyrie actually kept the confetti.
Crazy.
It, like, held it up, and it motivated him through the summer, and then they ended up winning. Bro, so that's bro, I fuck with that shoe, and it's colorful, bro.
Kyrie 4.
Hey, is that the
confetti.
Shout
year
out
they beat
Kyrie.
the Warriors? Like, you know, where they would like was down 3-1.
Well,
Was that
I
the
think-
year or no?
I think it might have dropped when they. I don't know if it dropped when they lost or after they won. Like I don't know what was the timeline, but I just remember them selling out hella quick, and I actually didn't get them until my senior year, and then
Yeah.
I ended up wearing them like all senior year.
Okay. I was gonna say, real quick, like, what's like a shoe that was overrated? You would say
Like this year?
like they're new this year and like during your hooping era.
bro. Overrated is such a word.
Like you see some shoes, like bro, everybody like those are just overrated, bro. Like I don't know why everybody got them. Like,
Bro, look at what we're wearing, low key. I see 1, 2, 3 Miharas.
The Maharas? You think?
Bro, I don't know, but that's like more so into like fashion. It's not like general.
Yeah.
Like that's just because of like the space we're in. That like Miharas, like yeah, bro, like yeah, people are wearing more and more Miharas. But
Maharas.
damn, hooping wise, what do you think, bro? Hooping, like people, like I feel like there's so many like athletes, and it's changing. I haven't really hooped,
Man.
bro. Like I know who was popular, but LeBron didn't even really have like
yeah,
kids
really,
wearing like.
he did it.
I mean, it was the era where he had.
I have
ain't
my
gonna lie.
soldier nines. I
I
have
ain't
my
gonna lie,
soldier
it was the era when them KDs dropped. When he had the KD era, KD LeBron era, like 2015, 2016.
I remember the
that era
KDs,
was
yeah.
crazy.
That was
That
crazy.
that was a crazy run. Like,
The Aunt Pearls, bro, by Kevin Durant,
cool, bro. I know everybody was fiending for those, bro. Pearls.
bro. Even them bringing it back with like the Kobe's, bro.
Yeah. A lot of NBA players are wearing the Kobe.
No, Kobe
yeah.
getting a lot of love, but he deserved it. Rest in peace.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Kobe,
most
bro.
definitely.
I
Now,
was
like, what you think about Paul George's? Like, and when we was hooping, bro, I feel like everybody had Paul George's.
I had some Paul George.
See,
I think they were the threes. They were the Mamba mentality ones.
Mhm.
They were the black and yellow Jones.
Just hard.
They were tough.
Yeah,
They were
telling
tough, bro. I
you, man.
miss hooping, bro. Talking about hooping makes me miss hooping,
man. Why don't you throw no park takeovers in us, man?
bro. I feel like nobody really be hooping for real.
Nobody be
Bro.
hooping, and it's that season where it's like a
Whoa.
lot of stuff indoors.
People internet,
Yeah.
they not really trying to hoop, bro. Like
Get a-
hoop for real, like
Bro,
hoop.
get a prize involved. Everybody will be in.
Bro,
Like,
prize,
cap,
no,
no cap, no
bro. We
cap.
seen. Nah, I almost crashed out the last time money was involved, bro. Nah, I can't do that. Cause the band was on the line. Now, nah, I don't want to speak on it, bro. Let it be.
I'm already knowing.
It just made me mad.
Nah, all right. Well, speaking of like old, like, you know, basketball shoes and everything, do you like believe that like styles always come back to play? Like, you know, styles from like 2000s is eventually gonna come back to play, like in maybe a couple years. Maybe it's out now. Like, you know, what do you think about those? Like, how they say history repeats itself, does fashion repeat itself? Think
Bro,
about
it definitely does,
Yeah.
bro. But it's just, like you also got to look at like how people try to be different.
yeah.
It's some people that's like that really like they look at. I mess with it. Like they really look at like what's not trending and they like put it on. They make it trending. Like I really like those people
Yeah.
that like even if they're intentionally trying to be different, bro. When it comes to fashion, bro, like why not? So that's really what it is, bro. I do see it. Like even with like baggy and skinny, like some people like they put on the skinny just because they know like it'll get attention. Like which it will,
Mhm.
just because it's different. Because lately that's been trending. It's like the baggy
Baggy for sure.
sweatpants, baggy like whatever. And then as a brand owner, you got to realize what the trends are. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's all that.
Well, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming through, getting a little quick interview.
Appreciate you,
All
man.
love, man.
Yes,
Stay
sir.
safe.
Yes, sir, my
stay
boy.
away from those little let the gloves. Stay dangerous, man. But yo, bro, I'm weak, bro. Oh yeah, don't forget your Beyblades, bro. I might let it rip. You got a Pegasus in there?
You want
Bro, I'll battle you right now, bro.
Snap. Look at Tay, bro. Tay done started the baby battle.
Bro, I'm already loading up. I'm already loading.
I feel like Aiden finna spank something, bro. He already cranking it. Tay, you the underdog. Let's see what you got. Oh, see, that's real.
Nah, yours fast.
Hey, look how it's spinning though. Look how it's look. His already slowing down. Nah, that's you. Stop playing with me.
What do you mean stop playing with me? This was fun.
He gets spanked on.
Bro, he's still beating up on you.
Look how he's spinning.
Oh.
I'm gonna spin until next year. That's how long I'm gonna be spinning.